Good morning, students. Uh, Last time we have studied some bare bones of Python or fundamentals of Python. Today we will study some new topics such as first one is dynamic typing. Second topic is multiple assignment. And third topic is simple input and output. We start with our first topic, which is dynamic typing. Dynamic typing is the ability of a programming language to change the type of variable during runtime. Okay, it means it is the ability of programming language to change the type of variable during runtime. It means suppose if a variable a is of type integer, okay, it means a is holding the value of integer values, of type integer values, and in between your program you give some another value of a of string type. So the programming language will support to change the type of the same variable. Previously it is of integer type, and in between the program, in the later part of the program, you change the value of a as a string type, then it will permit, okay, your Python language will permit it, but other language will not permit this special feature. So this dynamic typing is a special feature of Python which permit a variable to change its types if you are using the same variables of different types of value in your program. Let us see it with the help of example. Okay, suppose a is equals to 10. Okay, then I will print the value of a. To print the value of a, I simply write print a. Now if you want to see what type of value the variable a is holding, you again write print, then using a method known as type, and simply type between the bracket with the variable a. It will display that the type of variable a. Okay, now again I am assigning a different type of value. Suppose I am giving value a single quotation x y z. Okay, then again I am printing the value of a. Simply write print a, then the type of a, print type a. Okay, to write this program you have to open in a script mode. Okay, file menu, then new file. Okay, it will open it in a script mode. Then if you run this all this line of statements after saving it, first of all you have to save it, then what will be the output? Let's see what is the output. Output will be this statement, print print. These four are output statement. First of all, it will print A. The value of A is 10. Then it will print the value of A 10. It will print only 10. First of all, write output. First statement, print statement, it will print 10. The value of A is 10. So simply 10 will be there. Then from the new line, print type A. The type A will be displayed something like this, class, and in single quotation int. It means it display the type of A as int. Okay, it will be displayed like this in Python. This statement. Okay. Now this is assignment statement. It is not executed, or it will be not displayed in the output window. Now the value of A is changed. The value of A previously is 10. It is changed to a string type. Now if I write print A, then it simply will, this statement will simply gives X, Y and Z. Then again last statement is print type A. Then this will again gives you class str. So these four are the output statements which will give you output, and you will understand previously A has a type integer, and if you assign A has string type value, then its type will be changed. So whatever I mentioned in my definition, that it is the ability of programming language to change the type of variable during runtime. If this is runtime environment, and during runtime you are changing the type of the variable. Previously it is of type integer, and after assigning a string value, its type will automatically change and its type will be of string type. This is str, which is called string type. So this is called dynamic typing. Okay, this feature is not supported by other programming language. Python will support this feature. Okay, so this is the main concept of dynamic typing. Now our next topic is multiple assignment. Multiple assignment means they are of two types. First one is assigning same value to multiple variables. And assigning same value to multiple variables. And second case is assigning different values to different variables. Okay, so multiple assignment will have we will have two cases: assigning same value to multiple variables and assigning different values to different variables. Let's see our first case. First case A. It means assigning same value to multiple variables. Suppose I have variable A, B, C, and I want to assign them a value such as 10. So what will I write in Python to assign this single value to this multiple variable? So the simple statement when you want to write, so simply write A equals to B equals to C equals to 10, and this is not called equals to, it is called assign. A assign B, B assign C, C assign 10. It means 10 is assigned to C, this value 10 is assigned to B, and this value 10 is assigned to A also. And if you write print A, print B and print C. All this will give, this is not of the program part, program starts from here. Okay, when you write all these four statement in the script mode, so this will give output as, this will give output as 10 10 10, because all these three values have same value. So this is our first case, assigning same value to multiple variables. Okay, now if you want to assign different value to different variables, let us see what is this case. Suppose I want to assign A equals to 5, B equals to 6 and C equals to 7 in a single statement. Okay, see, these assignment are using, we are using in our single statement. This is a single statement assignment. Okay, so what to do? You have to write three different line to assign this value, or in a single variable how you will assign. Suppose I write A comma B comma C equals to 5 comma 6 comma 7. Okay, here this assignment operator, on its left hand side equal number of variables and on its right hand side equal number of values. This is the case. Okay, you must have known. So the first value here is 5. Here the first value is A. So this 5 is assigned to variable A. Second value is C. Second variable here is B. So this 5 is, this 6 is assigned to variable B. Here third value is 7 and the third value here is C. So this third value is assigned to C. So this is the case where different values assigned to different variable in a single statement. Okay, that's why it is called multiple assignment. If you want to print the value, write print A, print B, then print C. Okay, this will print 5, 6 and 7. So these are the two cases of assigning multiple values to variables. Okay, single value to multiple variables or multiple values to multiple variables. Now our third topic is simple input and output. How you take input from the user and how your output will be given to the environment or given to the screen. Okay, so first of all we will study input, how we take input from the user, and then we will see how we gives output to our program. The input given while running a program is given by a input method. Okay, this input method will give input while you run the program to the environment. Okay, suppose I write A equals to only single input. Okay, when you run this single line code, okay, it will, there is a prompt cursor blinking and you have to print some value. Suppose here I write 5. Okay, and then after this when you print A, it will print 5 like this. Run these 4 line one by one. First run this in interactive mode. Okay, first write this line, enter. It will wait for you to give some input by the programmer. When you give input, as I give 5 over here, then after giving value print A, it will give 5. In place of print A, you will only use A over here, and then press the enter. Okay, don't write print a, write only a, then press enter, then it will give 5. Okay, so here you see that the 5 is written in single quotes, and previously we have studied that in single quote whatever is written, or in double quote whatever is written, is it of type string. Okay, so if you want to check the type of variable a, you when you write type a, when you write type a and press enter in this interactive mode, it will give class str. So what does this mean? You are giving input to variable a, this input function, when you give the value 5, which is of an integer type according to your knowledge. Okay, when you again press a and then press enter, it will give 5. Okay, it will be written in single quotes. When you check the type of the variable a by writing this line type a, simply write type a, because in interactive mode no need to type print. That's why I discard print from here. I simply write a, because print is of no need in interactive mode. When you type the variable, it simply type the value of that variable. Okay, when you type a, it will simply returns this, while in case of script mode, when you have to type the value, you have to write print also. Okay, in our previous program I have shown, I have write print before this type a. Okay, when I want to print the value of a, I have to write it in print like this, but in interactive mode no need to write this print, so that's why I discard print from here. Now if you type a, it will give class string. It means this input function will gives assign the variable of value of type string. The 5 is of string type. Let's see how this will behave. I will explain it with the help of simple program. I will explain with the help of simple program, and this program you have to write in script mode. Okay, suppose I write a, the program starts, I write a equals to input. In input you can give message to the user also. So the way of giving message is enter value of a, then colon, then double. So this whatever is written between the double quotes will be displayed on the output window. It will give you the message that you are typing the value of a. So here I am giving a message while running the program. It will give message to the user that please enter the value of a, and after it, when you type any value, it will be assigned to variable a. So this is the facility given in the input method. Again I am using a variable b. Again I am using same thing, input, then again message, enter value of b. Okay, now I am using third variable c equals to a plus b, and after this I will print the value of c. Okay, the value of c, simply write as c. Okay, so read all these 4 lines in script mode and save the program and run the program. When you run, what will be the output? See, first one is this message will be displayed on the screen, enter value of a colon. So this will be displayed like this, enter value of a colon. Then suppose when this displayed, then you type suppose 5. Okay, then after entering 5, when you press enter, then this second message will be displayed, enter value of b in the new line. Enter value of b. Suppose you type 3. Then this is an expression or a statement in which calculation is going a plus b and it is assigned to 3. So this will not be displayed on the screen, but this print will be displayed the value of c. This will display 5, 3, 53. So this 5 plus 3, 5, the value of a is 5, the value of b is 3. So c will have the value 8, but our result will be 53. So this is undesirable result. It means these both values are not of type integer. Okay. So in case of string, this plus will add both the string. Add both the string means 5 and then write 3 behind 5. It means this. So this is not simply an addition. This is simply, we can say, concatenation. This feature of the string we will study in our later part of the program. So here this input will give assigning the value of string type. So it will not behave properly when you are adding, subtracting them. So what to do? So to use integer values with the help of input, simply you have to write int bracket open close and another close u, like this. Simply write int. Here also simply write int, then bracket open and then bracket close. Okay. So this int will convert whatever the value you given, it will be converted into integer type. Here also whatever you give the values, it will be converted into integer type, and then when you run this program, it will give not this result, it will give the result. When you enter 5 and 3, then it will give 8. Okay. So this is the type, this is the feature of input. It will by default give a string type value. You have to convert this string either in integer type or in float type. You can also use float in place of int over here. Okay. Float means decimal values, fractional part also. If you are giving some fractional value, then you have to write float, float over here. Here also float. So the result will be given, output will be given as a float type also. Okay. So these are the main features, how you can give input to the variables with the help of input function, and how you can change the value of integer type or float type with the help of these techniques. Okay. Now, what are the different ways to give output to the screen? Basically, we give output to our screen with the help of print statement. Okay, with the help of print statement, or we can say print method. Okay, so print method we can use in different ways. Suppose if a has value 10, if you want to print the value, so you simply write print print a. Okay, this will print the value 10. Or if you want to give some message, you are showing the user that this value which is printing is of the use of a variable a, so you can write again a equals to 10, print the value of a is column double quotes comma, then write the name of the variable which is going to print after this. So here we are distributing the print statement into two blocks. This is the first block and this is the second block. This first block, which is written in the double quotes, is displayed when you run this. When you run this, then it will be displayed the value of A is, then the value of A is 10, colon, then 10. So in print you can also give message. In print you can also give message. Okay, so this is the first feature of the print statement, how you can give message in the print statement as well as the output. This is the output if you want to print the value of A. Again, suppose A equals to 5 and B equals to 10. If you want to print both these values with the help of print statement, how you can print? You simply write print A comma B. So these are the two parts of the print statement which will give result. When you run this, it will give 5, and this value of B is not displayed from the new line. It will be displayed in the, after giving some space, it will be displayed like this, 10. So if there are different objects, so print by default, print them with the help of giving some space. Okay, again, if I write another program, A equals to, simply you can write A comma B comma C equals to 5, 6, 7, and then I write print A comma B comma C. It will give result in the form of, when you run this code, it will give when you result. All this have you have to write in a script. Okay, whatever we are dealing, you have to write this in script mode. Okay, because we are using print statement over here. So write these into script mode. Write these 3 lines in print, these 3 lines in script mode. Write these 2 lines in script mode and then run. Then the result will be, output will be 5 space 6 space 7. So print by default, print the values by giving them some space. Okay, if you don't want space between them and you want something, suppose you want 5 at the rate 6 at the rate 7. Okay, you want your own character between these three variables, then you can simply write print A comma B comma C. Okay, then you can use SEP separator equals to single quotation at the rate. Okay, so when you write this, your output will be 5 at the rate 6 at the rate 7. Now by default here space will not be displayed. There is some gap which is called space, will not be there, and we have declared our special character which is of value separator. So in place of space, our special character will be displayed. Whatever you will give here, at the rate, asterisk, hashtag, it will be displayed in between there. So there is an argument separator, okay, which will be displayed by default between different objects. There are 3 objects in the print statement. So first separator, second separator, third, like this. This separator will separate different objects by giving it special string values, or we can say special character. Okay, so this is the first argument of print. Another argument of the print is, let's see, suppose A comma B comma C equals to 5, 6, 7. Okay, now if you write print A, print B, print C, write all these in script mode. Okay, first line, second line, third line, fourth line, and when you run this program, what will be the output? 5, 6, 7. Now if you want to if you don't want to make all this output in a new line, you want something like this, 5 6 7, you want all these in from the single line, what will you do? Okay, so to write them in single line, you simply can write that print first line is a comma b comma c equals to, don't write this, I will give you some simple example. Okay, take the same example. Suppose we write a comma b comma c equals to 5 comma 6 comma 7. This is a new program. Okay, and I will like to display this type of output by using these three ways. Then I am using print a comma and equals to, after typing this single code, press spacebar from the keyboard and then press close the code. It means there is some space between these two. Okay, then again print b comma and equals to, then again space. Okay, after this no need to give and, simply write print c comma nothing, don't give anything. Okay, only c. So when you run this program, it will give output like this, 5, this, when this value 5, the value of a is 5, when this 5 is printed, the AND argument of the print statement will not change the line, because AND automatically change the line. The value of AND is by default, the value of AND by default is new line. And what is new line? This is new line, \n. It will automatically change whenever last object of the print is printed, then it will automatically change the line. So by default value this, now you change this value to this space. So after printing 5, after printing the value of a 5, this AND will not change, give the new line, it will give the space. So your cursor will be here. Now again print statement b value is 6, then b is 6 is printed after giving some space. After b also some space, so cursor will be here. Print c value of c is 7. Now after c no AND value is given, so by default it has \n. So whatever you are writing after c over here, print 6, again 6 will be printed from new line, because in c we are not mentioning this space, so it will give new line. So these are the main feature in which print we are using two arguments such as separator and AND argument. Study these two arguments of the print from your book. Okay, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. Okay, that's all for today.